Danny Flexen for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Unbeaten heavyweight Joe Joyce.
Yeah,
Joe,
pleasure to be here. All right,
you
mate.
should have been fighting quite not so long ago, but now hopefully fighting in July. What's the latest you're hearing?
Well, yeah, I'm hearing like July, what is postponed to July 11th. So that's what I've heard so far. But then there's been murmurs about having things behind closed doors because I don't know when they're going to allow for crowds at sporting events. So hopefully soon. I
It's a
don't
bit
know.
of a blow for your fight
Oh, it
specifically
sucks.
because
It sucks.
well, Frank Warren was hoping for a sellout, and I think had sold around 10,000 tickets for the fight with Daniel Dubois before this had even happened. So the prospect of you and Dubois going behind closed doors seems pretty remote.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like it's wounding. Like I did a great training camp in Las Vegas. Everything was going according to plan. I was training at the UFC facility. I was back with Salas and his new gym. He just made a new gym, and then this virus kicks off, and then throws a spanner in the works, and then we had to catch a flight back to London because I think we left Sunday, and Tuesday there'd have been no more flights, so we had to get out of Dodge.
Yeah, I heard that there was kind of an emergency kind of departure because you were worried you wouldn't be able to get back into the country for the fight itself.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's scary stuff. And how do you manage to kind of tick over now while you're back home, obviously without your trainer and
yeah.
with all the restrictions in place?
Well, I've got my bike. I brought my bike from my mum, so I got my bike here, and I've been riding around the area. I've been going for a jog. There's like a place I can run down there, and I don't know. There's plenty of places. I'm in Surrey, so I'm lucky. There's a lot of green areas and that to go and explore. Also, I've got my VR headset. Or I could do Thrill of the Fight. There's a game called Thrill of the Fight where it's like quite realistic with the boxing and that. And I don't know, just can practice.
Are you taking on anyone online?
That would be a good idea. If anyone's got a headset, Oculus headset, they could challenge me. I
Jesus
think you could
Christ.
challenge it. I think you could do multiplayer on some games like
Can you imagine that though? Can
online.
you
That'd be a
imagine
joke.
like
Maybe just me and the bar should just like put like settle the score online while we're in quarantine.
it's a whole different type of behind closed doors, isn't it?
Yeah,
Can you imagine though if you were some like 12 or 13-year-old kid just online playing about and you get Joe Joyce opposing you in a boxing
I know it's like it's not going to end well, is
game?
it?
Yeah, not at all. No.
But I wonder how they do that because obviously different heights. Like, say if I'm using the headset and I've got it set to my height and I give someone else the headset, then they're fighting a 6'6" guy.
So you
so
just want the
uh,
advantages even online.
so yeah, they're a bit stuffed, aren't they? Like, especially if it's a kid challenging me, they're gonna be
You're,
hit
you're
my
starting to warm to
kneecaps.
this idea, I can tell.
Yeah.
Do you are you keeping in touch with Salas while he's out there and you're here?
Yeah, I've messaged him. I'm not the best person at communicating, but yeah, we're staying in touch and that,
You
sending
can say
videos
that
and
again.
stuff to each other. Hey.
Just before we started this interview, I should say I got two voice notes from Joe in quick succession. One saying, "What screenshot are you talking about?" And then another saying, "Oh yeah, I remember."
I don't
For the
know. All right.
Skype details. That was brilliant. Um, how hard has it been for you, kind of mentally, not just the fight being postponed, but training or ticking over, not knowing exactly when it's going to be or whether it's going to be in front of a crowd?
Yeah, yeah. It's very hard to. I'm not doing any specific training really, but it's really hard because you don't know when or where the light at the end of the tunnel is gonna come, and hopefully things straighten themselves out.
I mean, when you have got a clear date in mind, is the plan to go back out to Las Vegas to either do a new camp or to finish what's left of the old one?
Yeah, to head out to Vegas if possible. If not, try and get Salas over here, or just start my training camp here, and then I'll go over there later on when I can. I
What
don't
was
really.
it like being back with him for the brief time you got to spend together over in the US? Because you never left him because you wanted to in the first place.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good to be back, and I don't know. I've learnt some new stuff. So I've had two other great coaches in between, Abel Sanchez and Adam Booth. Great coaches. I've learnt really a lot. So it's been a blessing, and you know, I'm back in familiar ground with Salas, and it's just it's just what Salah says, the processing, like rewiring the hard drive or whatever.
For a gaming geek such as yourself, I guess that he speaks your language, doesn't he?
Mm.
What about his style of training particularly suits you? Like you said, you've been with a number of other trainers, but you've gone back to him now.
Yeah. So with my amateur career, here he goes again. So when I started boxing, obviously I started at Elsfield, but before I won the ABAs, I went to Cuba. I took myself to Cuba with a good friend who and a mentor, Juan Hernandez Panada. He had me out there training there in Cuba. I was staying at his brother's house, and I had a Cuban coach that would train me every day, and going through routines and get my boxing technique and skilled out boxing skill. So I'm familiar with the Cuban style, so Dallas is the best fit for me.
It's a different type of style, isn't it? I suppose it's closer to Adam's style than Abel Sanchez's style, but it's
Yeah,
still quite unique in its own sense, based so much on movement and reactions and
yeah.
explosivity. Kind
Yeah,
of,
see, Abel Star is basically all of my strengths: coming forward, taking shots, making it exciting fight, punching the guy hard and often. And if that doesn't work, then I don't know. But with Adam Booth, it's all about using the legs and throwing the shots from the legs and looking good and like missing shots and picking your opponent off, which is the complete opposite.
yeah.
So it has really um it's really built up my toolbox.
Has it made
Um,
you kind of realise what works better for you specifically?
I think with life and boxing, it's all about learning and improving. So um, whatever I do is going to improve me, and it get so there's different types of opponents, and they have different skill sets, and it's good to be able to adapt and I don't know, just adapt on the fly. You got I don't know when you get sometimes with amateur fights, you don't know who the heck you're fighting, and this guy turns up in front of you. You don't know if he's a southpaw, orthodox, or what he's like. But as soon as the bell goes, you have to be like quick. Quick, assess the opponent, and then go to work.
Do you think that's a significant advantage against Dubois? Because while he's an incredibly, accomplished fighter, he does tend to fight the same way in every fight.
Yeah, and I think he still with the same kind of coach
Yeah,
from amateur days,
not from the amateur days, no. Although he's worked with him for a long
professional.
time.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, so he's just working with what he's got, isn't it? And but he's very good at what he does. He's very strong, and he can smell when someone's in trouble, and he just comes in and throws loads of punches very quick as well. And he's got youth on his side as well, so he's got a great future.
What are the advantages that you'll use in the fight yourself without giving too much away? Is it that kind of movement, that Salah style, or is it the work rate that will overwhelm him? What do you see as the edge you have?
The edge I have is the experience, and I can adapt. Whatever he throws, I can come back with something. I can use my footwork. I don't know. I can block punches. I can slip punches now. I I've got good timing, and I'll be able to read what he's going to do. But when he comes forward like a ball trying to knock me out, then like I have to. I don't know. I have to weather the storm because he's going to come at me and he's going to want to like take my head off and put me to sleep, as he says. Keep saying.
Based on previous performances, I know you don't want to take loads of shots, but you've got faith in your chin. It's fair to say.
Yeah, I've got pretty good, pretty firm whiskers. But I don't know. I'll try not to. I prefer not to take the bar's punches full pelt to the chin or the head
or the temple, yeah.
Temple, yeah. So I'll just have to be smart and wily with with my age and use my age and experience.
Yeah, wily veteran, yeah. Have you had less fights or fewer fights than Dubois?
Yeah, I've had only 10 fights, man. I'm a 10-fight novice. What are you talking about?
This is madness, isn't it? It's crazy.
I need more fights, man.
This delay must be particularly frustrating for you because you've been on the verge of a massive fight for over a year now. Hopefully Dubois still goes ahead as planned, but regardless, you've been on the verge of at least a European title, if not a world title, for ages.
Oh yeah. When was that? Was the last fight July? Sometime in July, wasn't it? So
I think so, yeah, because you fought on the Billy Joe Saunders thing in May, and then you had the fight in July, didn't you? Afterwards.
Yeah, no, too. Yeah, so it's exactly a year. Never been so inactive. Normally, I'm like this time of the year, I'll probably be having. I'd have probably had more fights, but obviously that's in amateur. But yeah, it was a struggle at first finding opponents for me. Now I'm at a level and I'm challenged for a world title and had the perfect fight. But obviously coronavirus.
Should you get past Dubois, would it have to be a world title fight next, do you think? Having beaten him, having beaten Bryant Jennings.
Huh?
So having beaten him and having beaten Bryant Jennings, surely it'd be a world title fight next.
Yeah, surely. And I think Warren was saying something about the winner of this fight will have a good chance of fighting for the WBO in the next fight. So there's plenty of guys out there that and a few names to go for.
Who's the best heavyweight?
If they want to take the fight.
Who's the best heavyweight in the world right now, apart from you?
It's got to be AJ or Fury.
Yeah, I know. So which one is it?
I am edging with Fury because he hasn't been beat yet, and he took all the titles off, took all the belts off Klitschko when he was dominant in his career. And
well, you've worked with him as well,
and he's won the WBC as well. So and the Ring magazine. But Joshua is still there. He's got his belts back. He's got 4 belts?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's obviously he is. Yeah, I'll go Fury, Joshua, and then Deontay Wilder, Dillian White, etc., etc.
We've got a whole top 4. Appreciate it. Yeah. You've worked with Fury as well, haven't you?
Yeah, before he was in Big Bear before the.
Was it the first Wilder fight?
Huh?
Was it before the first Wilder fight?
Before the Wilder fight, yeah. But I was trying to remember what fight I was getting ready for. I think it was Stavern.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
Because it was on the same show, wasn't it? It was the December the 1st.
Yeah, so he was he was looking really good. He's getting fit. He was in Big Bear trying to survive up there with nothing to do. He was like he was in quarantine in Big Bear. So he was there for like 2 weeks. He sparred for 2 weeks, and then he went back down to LA.
To wildcard, yeah.
Yeah.
What did
I
you
think he
do
said
many
he
rounds with
was
him?
like struggling. I think he was struggling a little bit with the altitude and like the boredom. There's nothing to do there. At least when you're in LA, there's stuff to do. You can go to the beach or you know what I mean. I don't know. You can do stuff, and there's
Did
more
you
people around.
did you do many rounds with him?
Yeah, I did. I did loads of rounds with him. Like I think the most rounds I did with him was like I might have done like 6 or 12 rounds. I don't know. 8 rounds.
Definitely one of those.
Yeah,
What
no, I spied him quite regularly. So yeah, it'd either be me doing six and Guido doing six, or uh, something like that.
what impressed you the most about him, and what did you learn the most about yourself in those sessions?
What I learned about him was that he is he's a very good boxer. He can have his hands low and he can slip a load of punches, and he's very quick. He's the way he throws a jab is like a flicker jab, so it's like. So, like, if it hits you in the eye, it will hit you in your eyeball before you got a chance to blink.
Brilliant.
But yeah, no, he was really good. He came with some mad angles. Sometimes I'm like, where the hell is these punches coming from? I was like, is there another guy in the room or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's really good, man.
Do sparring sessions like that with someone of that style and of that stature, does it really bring you on?
Yeah, and I've learned from him and from what because I when I before I turned pro, I was in oh no when I turned pro, I went up I went up with Sam to train at the Fury gym in where is it?
What, at their Hatton's gym or at their actual gym?
Yeah, their actual gym.
Is
So
it
I
like
had
Lancaster, isn't it?
in mate, I can't think of it. Bolton.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I was in Bolton in the Fury gym, sparring with Fury, and Tyson at the time was like really fat, but like he still wanted to do a few rounds, so I took it a bit easier on him because I knew his fitness wasn't there, but he was still hard to hit, and yeah, I picked up some stuff from Peter Fury. Peter Fury's a great coach and a great man. So is John. John Fury is Tyson's dad. Like, it's a great family. Huey, there's Tommy Fury. You know what I mean? It was good little trip we had. Me and Sam, and we're staying up in above the gym. They got like some like single beds in there, like little rooms of single beds and
At least
stuff.
you're not a big guy, eh?
Uh,
Brilliant. So what are you doing at the moment to kind of fill your time when you're not training? Is it mostly gaming?
yeah, it's a lot of it, but I mean, I get bored of that. It's like it's a bit bad, really. Like, I mean, that and just going out for a little bit of training. That's all I've been really doing. Um,
How much longer till you go mad and like start rocking back and forth in a corner?
I'm already on that. I'm already there. I'm already there. I've already done that, man. I'm bored of that now.
You're bored of
and
going nuts. Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm good, man. I just game and chat to my mates, and I don't know. Yeah, just I've got to know my neighbours a lot more as well.
I bet, yeah.
We got a little community here. So
Nice.
yeah, it's good.
Are you going to do shopping for everyone?
No, mate, I could barely do shopping for myself.
I can't imagine you wheeling a
when I go
trolley
to the
around
supermarket,
Tesco's.
I look at the queue and I'm just like, nah, not today. Especially when it's sunny, I'm just like, nah. I'll just, I'm sure I've got enough. I've still got enough in the fridge and the cupboards.
Do you refine your cooking skills, you know?
Yeah, actually, I've been cooking quite well. Thanks to Johnny and his dad, who you bring some meat. I've been cooking a bit.
Good stuff. Well, I'm glad to hear you using your time wisely.
Mm.
And fingers crossed, it does go ahead in July. I'm
Yeah,
doubtful, but if not, we hope you and Dubois get on in the new season.
yeah, maybe September. I don't know
Yeah.
if July can't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a shame if it didn't have a crowd, I think, for that particular fight. So it'd be good if you
Yeah,
could get it on when crowds
maybe
start
even
coming back.
postpone it till everything like the sports are back on again, and maybe just have maybe a fight like a warm up fight in quarantine or something. I mean, I don't know. I mean, behind closed doors.
Yeah, that makes
Just have a
sense.
fight behind closed doors.
You should suggest that to Frank Warren. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
He'll love it. Brilliant. Well, really appreciate your time, and
Okay.
hope to see you soon outside of those four walls.
For Wolves, the boxing ring.
Yeah, from four walls to four sets of ropes.
Was it the square circle?
Squared circle, yeah.
You
We'll
alright?
see.
How you keeping, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't get away with not going to Tesco's, unfortunately, so
Oh yeah.
I've still
Sent
got to
out.
queue up
You
every week. But apart from that, it's
get
all first world problems, isn't it?
yeah.
Like not getting my shopping delivered anymore has become the most annoying thing in my life.
So,
But
what you normally get your shopping delivered?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
but you can't get slots for like a month now. So
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, like what's that? Waitrose one. I've seen the van, but yeah. But I guess everyone's doing it. Probably the elderly's probably got high priority. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not saying like I'm not saying I'm in dire need or anything. I'm just complaining. I like to complain when there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It kills time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, really appreciate it, and hopefully see you again soon when all this is over.
All right. Nice one.
Stay safe.